believe we're already more than halfway through our baking adventure this week? Yesterday at the kitchen, we learned that God made people in His image. People show a little bit what God is like because, like Him, they can make and create things. We also learned that on the seventh day, God rested. God doesn't have to rest, but He was teaching the people He made that we do need to rest. This is a way that God made us not like Him. In the afternoon, we used our cookie person cookie cutters on our sandwiches at lunch. We also learned how to look up a Bible verse in our new Bibles. Did you complete your challenge? Speaking of challenges, we have a winner for the throwing contest yesterday. Congratulations, Isla. All right, friends, are you ready for another day?
Ready?
I'm gonna sing, oh, 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 how good is the Lord. 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 I never will forget what He has done for me. So let's see big circles with the O's, okay? The kids will show you how to do it. One more time. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 how good is the Lord. Oh, 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 how good is the Lord. Big circles. Oh, 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 how good is the Lord. I never will forget what He has done for me. This time we're going to sing, He gives me salvation. He saves me. He gives me salvation. How good is the Lord. He gives me salvation, how good is the Lord. He gives me salvation, how good is the Lord. I never will forget what He has done for me. Oh, 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 how good is the Lord. That's right. Oh, 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 how good is the Lord. Oh, 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 how good is the Lord. He never will forget what He has done for me. Time He gives me salvation. He gives me salvation. How good is the Lord? He gives me salvation. How good is the Lord? He gives me salvation. How good is the Lord? I never will forget what He has done. Last time. Oh, how good is the Lord? Oh, how good is the Lord? Big circles. Oh, 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 how good is the Lord? I never will forget what He has done. Well done. How good.
All right, today's challenge is called Chubby Bunny. We've got two competitors. I'll tell you the rules in a second, but let me introduce you to them. This is Miss Rachel
Hello.
and Miss Faith. They're going to compete to be the chubbiest bunny today. So the rules for Chubby Bunny is that they both have a bowl of marshmallows. And after, we'll find out who gets to start in just a second, but they're going to put a marshmallow in their mouth, and then they have to try to say Chubby Bunny. And if they can, then the other person has to do it. And they're going to keep putting more and more marshmallows in their mouth. The first person who cannot fit a marshmallow in their mouth or cannot say Chubby Bunny will lose the challenge, and we'll have a winner, okay? So, first thing we need to do is find out who's going to go first, and that's a paper, rock, scissors competition. So if you two want to do paper, rock, scissors, and the loser goes first. All right.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, that means Miss Faith is our starter. Okay, and we need to hear a loud Chubby Bunny.
Great. Because the chubby bunnies are so loud.
That was a weak Chubby Bunny.
Don't judge.
They're what now? Yes, they are. Stop complaining.
They're just normal.
Wow, that was good. We're getting close.
Easy.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna need some more volume so the kids can hear. No! Try, just try. Let's see it. Faith, help. Put it in her mouth. Let's get one more in. And we do it. Just push. One more. Oh! That means we have a winner! It's Miss Faith! I'm sorry, Rachel. Good job, Miss Faith. You are the chubby bunny.
Oh, great.
Chubby bunny. Your first one. Chubby bunny. Chubby bunny. Chubby
Clay told me not to let anybody touch this cake. It's an important job. This cake is for a special occasion. And Clay doesn't want it to be spoiled, so yep. Important job. Pretty cake. Yep. What if it's really bad? What if it's a bad cake? I don't even know what this cake is for, but what if it's like really bad? What if it tastes like broccoli and Clay doesn't know, and that would be so embarrassing? What if it is a terrible cake? It looks all pretty and beautiful and delicious, and it's just gross. That would be terrible, and Clay would be so embarrassed. I should check for him. I should check and see if this cake tastes like broccoli. What? I am trying to help. You're right. No, that's a bad idea. Not gonna do that. I mean, Clay is a really great baker. Like, he is not gonna bake a cake that tastes like broccoli. That is crazy. He's actually one of the best bakers that I know. Clay makes a great cake. He makes way better cake than me. Wait, what if he just doesn't want me to have any of this cake because it's so good? And he thinks he's a better baker than me. How dare he? I mean, maybe he's afraid if I eat this cake, I'll figure out how to make it. I'll figure out his recipe, and then I'll know how to make this beautiful, amazing, pretty, good-smelling cake. And then I'll be the best baker. I'll be the star baker. That is terrible. You cannot keep me from learning how to make great cake, Clay. I can't believe he was not going to give me any of this cake. That is rude. I am going to eat this cake. It's so good. Uh-oh. What did I do? I'm just going to be so mad.
Another day of eating eats. Time for eat. Oh no. No. Oh no. What? Eden? Eden?
I'm not here.
But you just said that.
Oh.
Where are you?
I'm hiding.
Eden, what happened to my cake that I asked you to take care of and keep safe?
What? Your cake? What happened to it?
Eden, there are chocolate crumbs all over your face. Did you eat my cake?
It's your fault. You know I love cake. You can't make a beautiful cake like this and delicious and then expect me to just not eat it. You should know that. I mean, I love cake. It was not nice of you to make this beautiful, great cake and then say, watch the cake, Eden. Don't eat the cake, Eden. Keep the cake safe, Eden.
Eden,
You should know better if you don't want to eat it.
I trusted you. You're my friend, and I asked you to keep this cake safe. I'm really disappointed. I was going to bake this cake and then today teach you and the kids how to bake one like it, and we were going to celebrate at the end and eat it together. Now I don't have anything for today's cooking show.
If you had just told me that.
I told you to keep it safe, and I wanted the rest to be a surprise for you and the kids. I'm feeling really sad now, and I don't have anything for today's cooking show, so I need to take a walk and get some fresh air.
Wait! Kids, I messed up so bad.
Adam and Eve lived in the beautiful garden world that God had made. God gave them jobs to take care of the garden, and the animals, and each other. Everything God had made was good because God is good. Adam and Eve had everything they needed, and God would come and walk with them in the Garden of Eden every day. It was so, so good. There was only one tree that God had said not to eat from. God told Adam that if they ate from this tree, they would die. There were many, many creatures in the Garden of Eden. All the creatures you've ever seen and can think of. One of the creatures was a snake. The snake was sneaky, and the snake spoke to Eve and said, "Did God really say you can't eat of any tree in the garden?" Eve answered the snake and said, "We can eat of the fruit of the trees in the garden, but God said, 'You shall not eat the fruit of this tree, or touch it, or you will die.'" The snake said to Eve, "You will not surely die." He told Eve that God didn't want her to eat the fruit, because then she would be like God. It was a lie. It was an awful lie. And in the lie was another lie. A whisper that said, God is not good. Eve looked at the fruit that God had said not to eat. God who made her. God made the beautiful garden she lived in. God who made the food that she ate. God who walked with her every day in the garden. God who loved her. God who was good. She looked at the fruit he said not to eat, and then she saw that it was beautiful and looked yummy. It was yummy to eat, and she believed the snake. She believed the lie that this fruit would make her like God. She believed the lie because she wanted to believe it. And Eve ate the fruit. She gave it to Adam, and he ate it too. When Adam and Eve ate the fruit, they saw that they were naked. They hadn't noticed before because it didn't matter before. But now they saw and they felt ashamed. They tried to cover themselves up with leaves. And when they heard God in the garden, instead of running out to meet him, they hid.
Saying God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. He cares for me. He cares for me. He cares for me. He's so good to me. I love him so. I love him so. I love him so. praise his name. I praise his name. He's so good to me. Last time, he's so good. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me.
Time for our key passage. We'll listen to two people say it, and then you try. Are you ready?
Taste and see that the Lord is good.
Taste and see that the Lord is good. Psalm chapter 34, verse 8.
Your turn. All right, bakers, for today's activity, you're going to be baking. In your activity bag, you'll find a tub of vegetable oil, a little bit of vanilla, and a bag with flour, sugar, and cocoa. From home, you'll need a spoon, an egg, some milk, and the biggest mug that you have. First, you'll pour the cocoa, sugar, and flour into the mug. Next, you'll crack the egg into the mug and stir it all up. If there's still some dry mix, it's okay. You'll get it with the vegetable oil in a minute. After this, add 3 tablespoons of milk and the vegetable oil and the vanilla. Stir it until it's nice and smooth. Then place it in the center of the microwave and cook on high for 1.5 to 2 minutes. I would start with 1.5 minutes, and if it's not ready, you can add 30 seconds. You'll know it's ready when the top of the cake is firm to the touch. Be very careful when taking your mug out of the microwave because it might be hot. You can put icing sugar on the top of your cake or honey if you like, or you can eat it plain. Well done, bakers! Let's check our mailbox. We got a postcard from Isla. It's so beautiful. The Stevenson boys sent us pictures of the bookmarks that they decorated. They look great. Eden also got a special delivery of Victoria sponge that the Stevenson boys made. Thanks, guys! All right, bakers, that's our show today. Remember, when you pick up your bags, you can leave us a note or drawing or question in the mailbox. You can also send us an email. Just ask your grown-up nicely to send your note or question to info@hopeourlandmark.com. We'll put some of your drawings and notes in the video for the next day. Also, remember the challenge each day. When you complete a challenge, be sure to let us know and we'll put your name in a drawing for a prize at the end of the week. Today's challenge is to look up Genesis 3 verses 1 through 8. Read it on your own or with a grown-up, and then answer the question, how is this true story like our story today? Thanks for joining us, bakers. We'll see you tomorrow.